Hey, Freedom Family. I am glad you're here at underscore Freedom for Life underscore. Have I got a conversation for you today? Have you ever been in a place where you felt like you were wearing the wrong thing? Not necessarily something that you really paid attention to, but something that actually changed your life? Well, I'm going to give you a story that'll change your life forever today. So let's get started, shall we? And as we're getting started, could you do me a favor? Could you hit the subscribe button and become a part of every conversation that we have? And you could actually become part of the Freedom Family by doing it. And don't forget the notification bell. That way, every time we have a conversation, you're notified. Wearing the wrong clothes. Why did I even bring that up? Well, I'll tell you a story. I was getting dressed 2 weeks ago, and my wife and I were going out and doing something, and I grabbed a shirt from my closet. It was a black shirt, kind of a, I guess they call it a V-neck. You know, my wife buys all my clothes, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But I put this shirt on. I'm like, wow, I don't remember her buying this one for me. And again, she buys all my clothes, so it wouldn't be a surprise that she had bought something. So I put on the shirt. It's kind of fitting kind of weird, and I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, I'm not really necessarily worried about it. So we're getting ready to go out. I get out in the living room, and she looks at me and she's like, why do you have my shirt on? Somehow our laundry got mixed up a little bit, and her shirt was in my closet, and it wasn't fitting well. And it was interesting because, you know, being a spiritual guy like I am, just kidding. It reminded me of the story of David. And I don't know if you remember in the Bible, there's a story of David where he's going to fight the giant, but before he does, he goes before the king, and the king wants to equip him. So what he says is David's not got armor on. He's just, you know, he's a shepherd boy. He has the normal clothing that he would have. And the king said, you have to go out there with armor. And so he put his armor on David, and it didn't fit right. And David didn't, you know, want to wear it. He took it off. He grabbed the things that he was comfortable with, the things that he actually had familiarity with, and he went out and he destroyed a giant. Sometimes it's the same as in our life. Sometimes we're doing the same things or creating the same habits or using the same methods of living that aren't fitting. We're trying to fight our giants. We're trying to defeat the enemies that we're up against, those things that we're challenged with, the habits we're trying to overcome, the fears that we don't want to have be a part of our life, right? But the thing that we're using to do it doesn't fit. It doesn't work. It's not for us. It's the difference between life mastery and life management. A lot of times we try and manage our lives thinking that if I manage it well enough, I won't have to deal with the issues of my life, right? We want to find identity in the things that we do, right? That's what the world says, and a lot of people around us, and sometimes inside we think, hey, you know what? I know the way I'm going to feel value if I have that job, or I have that promotion, or I start that business, or I have that level of income, or man, if I could get that car, then now all of a sudden I'm going to be somebody of importance, right? It's that place of using the world's idea, right? Like King Saul, who said, David, you have to dress like me, you have to look like me, you have to prepare yourself with the things that I do in order to be able to be valued, be worthy, be a champion. The truth of the matter is David didn't need any of those. And in our life, it's the same. The things that you use to try and create your identity will determine who you believe you are and the outcome that you have. I know in my life, maybe in your life too, maybe the reason why you're having problems defeating your giants is you're wearing the wrong clothes, meaning you're doing the wrong things. You're trying the habits. You're using the methods. You're trying the things that everybody else says. This will make you feel valuable, important, and worthy. Life management or life mastery, managing the things around me versus living from who I'm created to be. Maybe the secret to you defeating the giants in your life, fear, worry, stress, imposter syndrome, whatever it is, doubt, insecurity, it doesn't matter what the label is or the title. What matters is the clothes you're wearing. And what that means is, do you have a strategy like life mastery of living from who you're created to be? Or you're trying to use your world, your experience, your accomplishments to prove who you are? Maybe the whole thing is the way I defeat my giants is the way you defeat yours, by wearing the right armor, the right clothes, which is living from a place of life mastery, understanding that who you're created to be is the answer. It's not your accomplishments. It's not your income. It's not the things you do or the title you have. It's who you are created to be lived out. And like David, maybe you'll defeat the giants in your life and have all the things that you desired. It starts with one thing. Do you have the right clothes on? Hey, I'm Mark, and I am glad you're here at _Freedom for Life _. Could you do me a favor? Could you hit that like button? Let us know that something we're doing is resonating with you. And if you didn't hear it on the front end, I'm telling you on the back end, subscribe. Be a part of the Freedom family. And this thing I just talked about in the conversation, Life Mastery, down below, you can actually click a link, take you to my website, and you'll actually be able to have an electronic version of our book, Life Mastery, Living Life by Design, Not by Default. And you're actually able to access the course there as well. I want to resource you to live out your life mastery journey. And it's with the tools and the strategies of life mastery. You can get it in the shortcut version. I call it the quick start guide to life mastery by purchasing that book. Less than $10 could be the start of your life mastery journey. Or you could go full-fledged all in. I'm an all-in kind of guy and I want all of the tools now, and do that through the life mastery course. The link down below will take you to both of them. But it's, the decision's yours. The transformation is what's going to happen, and life mastery is what the result is going to be. Check that out. And if you do nothing else, dominate your day.